Thank you. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, good. That's good. I work at Invest Dominic Authority, but I was instructed to speak on development plans for Portsmouth. Yeah, so I think I will begin with that and talk about Invest later. It's very good to have a sense of what is being planned for Portsmouth and what is going to happen, because you can then have a sense of where can I fit into this thing? What is happening to my town? What is being planned for it? You know, is it going somewhere, and so forth. Now, just briefly, over the past year, there was a Citizens Commission set up after the Prime Minister gave a directive to the Labour Party constituency in Portsmouth to provide plans for the town. That commission was comprised of people like Alexander Church, Mr. Ian Douglas, Mr. Armour, Ms. James, a number of people. They had several consultations in the Cabrits as well as here, and all the people's ideas about what they would like to see in the town of Portsmouth was compiled in a document. It's called Proposals for the Development of Portsmouth. Right? So when that was compiled, it was then presented to Cabinet. The idea was to take these proposals, give it to the planning division, and they do a full plan. Yeah. The plan would look at what would happen for the next 20 years. Short term, mid-term, long term. Yeah? So a term of reference, but the thing is the planning division doesn't have the expertise. That is the civil engineers, the marine engineers, other expertise to put the plan together. So a term of reference was drawn up with, again, the participation of people here in Portsmouth and Credit Union. And that term of reference specifying what the consultants should to do for that plan was submitted to the Cabinet, and that was approved. So you have this plan for Portsmouth, this draft proposal, which will form the plan. Yeah, it's a 20 to 30 year plan. Now, one of the things that at Invest Dominic Authority we figured, well, okay, Portsmouth is identified as an area that's of tremendous importance for the development of the North, because the North have all these wonderful beaches and lands, agricultural lands. The best lands in the country is in the North. Yet still we have most of development in the South. So we said, well, how do we get this North thing going, right? You have Lago, Cotton Hill, the Cabrits, the biggest expanse of government-owned land. Okay, fine. So we decide we need to make this a special development area. So we looked at some proposals with a very wide range of incentives, yeah, to really encourage people to do the things that are in the plan. So we made a bill, a draft bill, right? Again, that bill was submitted to Cabinet. Cabinet has sent the bill to the Attorney General's office for comments. And then Cabinet created a committee of Invest Dominic Authority, Physical Planning Division, the Environmental Coordinating Unit, to get the consultants and to get the designation of Portsmouth Central, Lago and Cotton Hill, and Sugarloaf as special development areas. We should be meeting again on Friday, this coming Friday. And I would say that by June of next year, we should have the full, complete plans with the designation of Portsmouth Central, Lago Cotton Hill, and Sugarloaf as special development areas. Very important. Keep your minds and ears open for that. If you want, I can give you my email. I can get you a copy of the draft proposals that have been prepared so far. Yeah, and also the draft bill that is now at your office, at the AG's office, for review. One of the things, so we talk about a plan, 20-year plan, but we're thinking, well, don't just have a plan. What do you incentivize people? How can you incentivize that plan? So in the Portsmouth area, you'll have a very sweeping range of incentives, more than anywhere else. Yeah? Give an example. One of the things we propose in the bill is, if you have a business idea, which is of course you'll have to fall into what is in the plan. So for example, if one of the proposal was to make a Creole quarter somewhere and to have a boardwalk at the back along the beachfront and so on. In this particular areas, if you get financing for that, what the bill is, one of the incentives is, if the banks will give you funding for that, when you begin to pay your interest on that loan, the interest payments, the banks can then deduct the interest payments from their tax, liability. What this means is that the profits that the banks will make in the special development area is twice that they'll make anywhere else. So what it means is that there's an incentive for them to really invest in. So, long and short is this. Very exciting. Special development area designation for Portsmouth Central, Lago Cotton Hill. The full plan to be completed by, I said, by June next year. And so, in terms of you looking at prospective business, what's going to happen to Portsmouth, what's happening down the line, Portsmouth is going to be a central focus with a special set of incentives for development, a very wide range of activities. Yeah. So just keep your eyes and ears open for that. If you want the draft proposals, I can leave my email. You can it's msavarin@investdominica.dm. That's the M and then Savarin@investdominica.dm. I can get you a copy of that, and also a copy of the draft bill for you to look at. Okay, so you can see some of the things that are in the proposals for Portsmouth. Yeah. Are you excited by that? Is there excitement by this? I mean, can I see this? Are you excited that Portsmouth is Portsmouth is, I mean, we all know, I think all of us who, we understand and know the potential of Portsmouth, and we know that, and we feel, and we know that Portsmouth is is key for the development of the North and Dominica. And I think that we are in a very fortunate position now that we have both a government and a technical people, in government that can really push this agenda. I think we're very fortunate. So this is a time that we can really see this happen more than ever before. And I am fairly confident that that will happen. Yeah. So that's in terms of the plans for Portsmouth. In the Economic Authority, we provide a lot of incentives for people as it is. What will be provided in the Portsmouth area will be even much more than what we have now. But for now, if you have a business idea, you can come to us. You can provide some incentives for particularly tourism type activities, services, and other manufacturing, assembling operations. We can assist you if you need to meet any government entity or even the banks. We can help you with that. We can meet you, provide exemptions on things like duties, waiver of taxes on the profits. So we can really walk you through the process of establishing a business and providing incentives and making you meet the bank, because we have a special memorandum of understanding with the aid bank. We can bring you to aid bank, look at your proposal, bring it to the bank to help you in terms of your financing. So that kind of assistance is there. It's useful to have ideas and to approach us to take advantage of that.